Meet Jessica. She's always been the girl who buys the most extravagant gifts, makes sure her friends are never left out, and throws the biggest parties, all while secretly hoping for love and validation. The holidays were the hardest time for her, a time where she felt the pressure to buy affection, to show her worth through material things. But this year, something changed. As December came to a close, Jessica found herself standing in her tiny, dimly lit apartment, staring at her credit card bill, again. Her heart sank as she realized she was drowning in debt. The gifts, the dinners, the designer shoes, they hadn't brought her the connection she longed for. In fact, they had done the opposite. Her friends had enjoyed the treats, sure, but Jessica was left feeling empty and exhausted. And it wasn't just her bank account that felt drained, her spirit did too. The guilt of overspending had started to take a toll on her mental health. Every time she looked at her bank statement, she felt like a failure. She had spent all that money thinking it would fix everything, but it only left her more isolated. But, Radiant Rebels, here's the thing, Jessica's story isn't unique. We've all been there at some point, right? It's easy to fall into the trap of spending, especially during the holidays when the pressure to show love through material things feels overwhelming. We think that buying gifts, dinners, or experiences will make us more lovable, more wanted. But in reality, it only keeps us stuck in a cycle of overspending that affects not only our wallets, but our emotional well-being too. The first step to breaking free from this toxic habit is recognizing that your worth isn't tied to how much you spend on others. It's time to stop the cycle of using money as a crutch for emotional validation. Start saving more, so you can spend less on things that don't truly add value to your life. Jessica's turning point came when she finally asked herself, what if I could be enough without buying love? That's when the real transformation began, when she learned that self-worth comes from within, not from the gifts we give or the things we buy. The next holiday season can look different. You can choose to focus on the things that truly matter, relationships, experiences, and yes, even self-care, without sacrificing your financial stability or peace of mind. So, Radiant Rebels, are you ready to break free from overspending and create a life where you feel empowered, fulfilled, and financially secure? Let's make this holiday season about joy, not stress. It's time to take control of your money habits and rewrite the story of your financial future. No more overspending, no more guilt. You deserve more than that. Smash that subscribe button and join our movement toward empowerment and self-confidence. Why overspending keeps you broke? When we think of overspending, it's easy to point to big-ticket items or splurge-worthy purchases, but the real danger lies in the small, seemingly innocent purchases we make every day. Think about that daily coffee from your favorite cafe, or the occasional impulse buy you make while scrolling through social media. These little splurges might feel harmless at the moment, but they quickly add up, draining your bank account over time. And it's not just the tiny purchases that hurt, there's also lifestyle inflation. As our income increases, we often feel the urge to upgrade our lives to match the higher paychecks. The new car, the upgraded apartment, the latest gadgets, everything we need to feel like we've made it. But as our spending grows, so do our financial pressures. Suddenly, we're back to square one, living paycheck to paycheck despite earning more. These habits chip away at your long-term financial security, leaving you feeling stuck and stressed, no matter how much you make. How overspending leads to stress. Let's face it, being broke feels awful. When the bills pile up and your savings account is empty, stress becomes a constant companion. The holiday season, in particular, brings this feeling into sharp focus. The pressure to buy gifts, throw extravagant parties, and participate in every event can overwhelm your finances. And this isn't just about the money, it's about what it represents: feelings of inadequacy, the need to prove something, or the fear of not being enough. The emotional toll of overspending is real. Constant worry about money affects your mental peace, relationships, and overall well-being. The more you try to keep up with trends or maintain an image, the less in control you feel. It's easy to get caught up in the comparison game, but at what cost? Stress, anxiety, and burnout. Recognizing self-sabotaging money habits. Overspending isn't always about being careless with money. Often, it's the result of unconscious money habits that we don't even realize are sabotaging us. Impulse buying, for instance, is a big one. You might tell yourself, just one more thing won't hurt, only to find that your shopping cart keeps growing and your credit card debt follows suit. Ignoring budgeting is another major culprit. If you're not tracking your expenses or setting financial goals, it's easy to let your spending get out of control. And then there's the psychological trigger of seeking instant gratification, buying something to feel better in the moment, even though it's not what you truly need. It's an emotional band-aid that only temporarily soothes the deeper issues. You've had a rough week at work, and you're feeling down. You get an email about a sale, and before you know it, you're buying things you don't need. That momentary happiness from the purchase fades quickly, and you're left with a dent in your bank account and more stress. Recognizing these habits and the emotional triggers behind them is the first step in breaking the cycle. It's time to stop sabotaging your financial future and start making intentional, empowered decisions with your money. How to break these money habits. Breaking free from overspending starts with simple, actionable steps. Begin by setting realistic budgets. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to cut everything out at once. Instead, focus on setting clear, attainable limits for categories like dining out, shopping, or entertainment. Tracking your spending is a game changer. Use an app or even a simple spreadsheet to see where your money is going. This will give you the power to make conscious decisions and spot areas where you can cut back. Next, become more mindful of your purchases. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Or is this purchase in line with my long-term financial goals? The key is to take a pause before you buy, allowing yourself the space to make a more intentional choice rather than acting on impulse. Over time, this habit will help you develop a healthier relationship with money, one that's not based on guilt, shame, or instant gratification, but on mindful, empowered decisions. The benefits of taking control. The rewards of breaking these habits are significant. The more you curb overspending, the less stress you'll feel around money. You'll start saving more and, ultimately, building the financial freedom you've always wanted. No more sleepless nights wondering how you're going to pay off credit card bills or feeling anxiety every time you open your bank app. Taking control of your finances also boosts your confidence. When you feel secure and in charge of your money, that sense of empowerment spills into other areas of your life. You start making better decisions in your relationships, career, and personal growth, knowing that you've got the discipline and self-control to handle whatever comes your way. By mastering your money habits, you're not just improving your own life. You're setting a powerful example for others, whether that's your friends, family, or children. When they see you living within your means and prioritizing your financial health, they'll be inspired to do the same. You're helping to create a ripple effect of empowerment that could transform generations. Taking control of your money is a journey, Radiant Rebels, but it's one worth embarking on. With every small step you take, you'll build more financial freedom and, in turn, more peace of mind. Stay committed, trust the process, and don't let guilt or shame hold you back. You've got this. Stay tuned, Radiant Rebels, for more valuable content this Vlogmas, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the tips and tricks to help you level up your life.